There are many tales and legends throughout the world of Corvaxis. Stories of elements such as love, loss, adventure, exploration, and comedy, to name a few. And it's a fine night for a tale or two, isn't it? Frankly, I wouldn't wish to venture out past sunset in tonight's narrative. Unfortunately, such wisdom was lost on a group of individuals who were either foolish or unlucky enough to cross paths with the infamous fiend known as the Headless Horseman. Oh, are you unfamiliar with the story? Now gather around and allow me to elucidate on what went on that dreadful night. It started on a river. A dense fog covered everything. On this river, there was a riverboat with 5 passengers. The driver and 4 passengers, each with their own motive in mind. Starting off with the first one, there. Any of you guys like to introduce yourselves?
I will. Um, I'm I'm Sierra. I I normally would not be here at all, but I went because I accepted a dare. Why did I accept that dare?
What is your race and class?
I'm I'm a ta- I'm a tabac I'm a tabaxi and I'm a bard.
Uh, Hi. Name's Vulin. I am an Asimar Ranger, and I am mainly here just to claim my greatest prize. So don't even try to get chummy. I do not want to get to know any of you.
Well, I guess that just leaves me then. Ladies and gentlemen, nice to meet you. My name is Draven. I'm an owlet, I'm a ranger and a gloomstalker. So when night comes and you feel that little tiny prick in the back of your neck, guarantee that is either me or one of my weapons that is presenting the problem.
A hooded figure seems to just sit, as if trying to hide their form in the shadows. They do not utter a word, although they do try their best to wave. Upon closer inspection, you can see a blackened beak. And that is it.
What's the matter, my dear friend? Did the tabaxi get your tongue?
Tabaxi? Tabaxi?
Hey, I didn't do anything.
Do you, by any chance, have a name?
They seem to mimic a sound. The best way they could.
Got it. Your name's Tweet.
Looks at you, shrugs, nods. For the listeners, however, out of character, his name is Flintwood. He is a Kinku blend. So, bear with me.
At the front of the riverboat, holding a lamp, is a clothed individual wearing a large straw hat, who seems to be guiding it slowly towards your destination.
Are we there yet?
The figure just slowly looks over its shoulder at you and slowly looks back.
See, that's polite rudeness for no.
Polite?
The sooner we get there, the sooner we can go home.
Home.
I mean, nothing's keeping you from jumping off the other end of this boat and going back where you came from.
Except
No,
that
no,
dare.
no.
There.
My lady, are you saying that you're truly thin-skinned enough that a simple dare would get you to do something you're uncomfortable with?
The the dare was reward. It was promised a reward.
They
Ah,
say what the
money
reward
involved.
was.
I don't remember, but all I did was accept, and I'm not sure
Well,
if I should have accepted.
that's just bad practice.
This.
What are the conditions right now? I'm assuming it's a foggy night.
Yeah. If you're asking about like the conditions of the boat too, it's like it's old, it's a little rickety, but it's sturdy enough that it's not like falling apart. There are a few like there's like pretty much just room enough for one table and a couple chairs.
Okay. So it's basically like one of the old ferry rafts that they would have used in like Elizabethan times.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Only light, the only light source is the lamp that the ferryman is holding.
Lamp.
Yeah. And you can actually see, due to the lamp and the fog, that the freckles on my tanned face kind of have a slight rainbow opalistic shimmer. I probably said that wrong, but that's the best I could do.
That's fine. My kinku can't say words unless somebody has spoken already.
Freckles.
For real.
Can I look over at the edge of the boat and look in the water and see how the water looks?
Which end? The one where the ferryman is, or the other end?
Just over the sides.
Sure, if you want. Roll a perception check.
21.
With that, you cannot make out anything in the fog. Like nothing at all. Like you cannot see anything. However, you get the feeling that there are dangerous creatures in the water. A dark night, a voice suddenly says to your left.
I look.
It's the ferryman. He is
Ah!
upon
So you
closer
do speak.
upon closer inspection, you see he is a grung, and his design is actually something I adopted, so I'm going to put it in character art for you guys to look at. He just slowly turns back and retreats to the front of the boat. I hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, indeed I do.
Well, I mean, at least one of us does.
At least one of us does.
My money's on the cat.
Sierra looks around nervously.
Do you want to make a perception check?
Sure.
Or do
I'll
you
go.
want to make a perception, or are you looking around nervously at are you looking around like in general, or are you looking around nervously at your fellow passengers?
Looking around in general.
I guess if you want to roll a perception check, yeah.
All right. Oh my god, I got on that 20.
Hey! Well, like Vulin, you cannot make out anything in the fog, but you do get the sense that things are watching you.
Do you do you feel like something is just staring at you?
Uh-huh. All the time.
With as strange as you are, my dear, I'm pretty sure everyone stares at you.
She twitches her tail kind of angrily.
Like this would shoot straight up like a.
Yep.
Ferryman, how much longer until our destination?
Not long.
Ribbit.
Ribbit, 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 ribbit.
Well, at this rate, hopefully the man doesn't croak before we get there.
And at that, he actually just let out a large croak.
Oh, too late.
We've arrived.
Oh, thank God.
Volan was right. He was right. He, not long. Just we're not there yet. No.
I put my arrows back in my quiver and stand up.
The ferryman retreats to the helm of the boat.
I'm gonna hop off and look around.
Well, you're not there yet. You're just slowly. You're still approaching the shore. The ferryman's just going there to like slow it down.
Hmm.
Yeah, within about a minute or two, you see the outline of. It's called a bank, right?
Yeah.
A bank. And you can also make out what looks to be a cut off stone path. The closer you get, it seems to be leading into the mist.
Okay.
I'm gonna hop off and check for any kind of tracks.
All right. I'm gonna say roll. Would it be? Part of me wants to say survival.
Investigation.
It'd be investigation, yeah.
Part of me, I was about to say survival, since some survivalists have done that too. But yeah, investigation makes more sense.
Oh, thank God I have advantage.
So, investigation would be finding the tracks. Survival would be following them through dense area.
True.
Yeah, thank God I have advantage. Because the first roll I did was a nat 1, and my second roll was a nat 20.
Yin and yang. You make out tracks, but nothing that is evidently points to the horseman. It's various tracks of various animals. You cannot see too far out into the mist.
Mm.
At most, like maybe 10 feet.
Sierra anxiously gets off the boat and just stares off into wherever Woolen stares.
I am going to attempt to hide in the mist.
I guess roll stealth with advantage, since this is pretty thick ass fog.
Okay.
As he's doing that, what is Flintwood doing?
Keeping a close eye on everyone in the party.
Are they still on the boat too, or did they hop off as well?
They're the last ones off the boat.
I guess it's a good dice roll night for everybody because I got a natural 20 on my stealth check.
God damn!
Ooh. The dice don't want us to die.
Jack Skellington is blessing you all. You successfully Homer Simpson your way into the mist.
Yeah, the total result's a 27, by the way.
Well, as you all are disembarking, Frogman does not jump off the boat, but he comes to the front and he looks over at you all. I'm not staying forever. You have a small amount of time before I return to my destination.
Oh, you can head back. I'm staying here as long as I can until I find my prey.
Or until her prey finds her.
Do you poke your head out when you're saying that? Like, whoop?
No, I'm in the mist still.
Does it like echo around?
Yeah.
It's off of the boat. It's like they're taking in their surroundings, like smelling the air and kind of looking at the ground, kind of feeling it. They're going to investigate the ground underneath them for now to see if there was any traffic coming through here in a little while.
Roll investigation.
22.
Pretty much same as Volan. You make out many tracks from various animals, but nothing too concrete about what they could be, or anything that can be discernible.
Doesn't say much. As they just,
I'm gonna start following the path.
yeah.
Okay, my question for you all is: are you all going to stick together, or do some of you want to go your own ways?
She's just gonna stick with whoever she can hide behind.
I'm also following the path, by the way.
We're probably going to follow the path because that's our best course of action.
Yep.
Right?
So did I just become the de facto leader?
No, you just make logical sense.
So it is what it is.
Yeah, we're all gonna follow the path.
We just seem to be going all the same direction.
You guys make your way through the cool mist. Nothing is encountered along the road, except for the various sounds of creaking or groaning coming from the woods, various directions. Oh, quite possibly, once in a while, there may be the sound of clopping.
Every time she hears the sound, like she gets pretty tense and her tail fluffs up.
So, since I'm still hidden in the mist, but I'm following the group technically, you guys will hear from the left side of the group of "Come with me, and you'll be in a world of sheer hallucinations."
Where'd he go? So jogging across the land. As you guys continue on, you eventually come across it looks to be a bridge with a large, heavily covered with like vines and moss and everything, like spilling out onto the road too.
Oh, look, a trap.
Trap?
I'm going to take a rock and throw it onto the bridge.
All right, make a strength.
16.
It clatters across the bridge, going over a few vines, and nothing seems to happen.
Can I check it for traps?
If you want.
Nat 20.
You can't make out anything, but you know something is there.
I'm gonna go first and keep my guard up.
As you walk forward, I'm going to tell you to stop, because I'm actually going to cast the spell Find Traps.
Even though I rolled a nat 20 on investigation for traps.
I mean, you
Yes,
didn't
but
find the trap, but you did confirm it's there.
Okay.
This spell has a range of 120 feet, so if there are any mechanical, magical traps, anything that unexpected that may cause a harmful and or undesirable effect is revealed. Anything like weaknesses on the bridge, natural pitfalls, or hidden sinkholes in the area are all lit up in my vision.
You don't need to roll anything, right? The DM just has to tell you.
Yeah, there's no roll for that. It's an instantaneous effect.
Okay, never mind that. I wasn't sure if you had to roll. As you cast it, right away you can tell those aren't normal vines.
Okay. So I'm assuming, a magical ward of some type are on the vines.
Not necessarily a magical ward,
Okay.
but there's something not normal about them.
My friends, here, I've already saved your life once tonight, and we've just got started. Those vines there would probably try to eat you the moment we got there.
Can I look at the vines after hearing that?
Go ahead.
I rolled a nature check, right?
Yes.
20.
At 20 or dirty?
Yeah, because I was going to roll it anyway before he said that, but I mean...
As you approach the vine, you immediately realize this is not a normal vine. And before you can say, and before you can try to alert them, make a dexterity saving throw. Just Flintwood.
14.
14. You try to move back, but out of nowhere, a vine immediately grabs you by the arm and hoists you up. All the other vines start moving, and they all start coming together, and a huge massive like figure appears in front of you. You have run into a shambling mound.
I'm going to aim one of my arrows at the vine.
Mhm.
And fire. 22.
It flies straight at the creature, and it hits a vine, the holding Flintwood. It
Alright.
lets out what sounds like a groan as it lets the Kenku go. What damage does that arrow do?
8 points of piercing.
All right, and as Flintwood falls to the ground, everyone roll initiative. Oh my god, you're in luck. You guys are in luck. Look what it rolled!
Oh my god.
It rolled a 2, but its dexterity is -1. All right, Draven, you're up first.
Right. Since it is my first round of combat, I get to make an extra attack on my turn, so I'll actually be making 3 attacks.
Okay.
The first attack is going to do an additional D8 damage on top of the weapon damage.
Okay.
And how far away is this thing?
I'm gonna say in front of you guys is I'm gonna say at least 10 feet.
Okay. So I'm just going to take aim with my bow and attempt to attack it. So for the first onslaught of the round, does a 19 hit its armor class?
Yes.
All right, so that will be the D8 plus the additional. So it will take be 12 damage from that attack.
Okay.
For my actual attack for the turn, 25 to hit,
That hits.
and it will take 8 damage from that one. And then I rolled a 19 on the die. So I'm assuming that hits, but I have to see. I think that might actually be a critical for me real quick. Let me check. Okay, no, it's not. It's just regular. So, and it'll only take 3 damage from that one.
Okay. Will that be your turn?
And that's my turn.
All right. Sierra, you're up.
Okay. Like, forgive me if I get some things wrong, but just try to give me a break. So, you said it's a okay. So
Shambling mound.
Yeah.
All right. So can I try to scratch the giant, like the giant plant monster, or just the giant plant?
Okay.
Okay. Let me roll to hit. Ooh, 19.
That hits.
Okay. And because is this so and because I scratched it, and did I just roll like a d6 to determine the damage?
I think to back these natural weapons are D4.
Okay. D4. 2.
All right, will that be your turn?
Yep, that'll be my turn.
All right, Volan.
And foremost, I am going to brand this guy with my hunter's mark. Then I'm going to use my extra attack to hit him.
All right,
Does a 23 hit?
yes.
All right. So that's going to be 9 points of piercing damage.
That, yeah, okay. Will that be all?
Yep.
All right, Flintwood. Show us what you got.
How close is the creature to me still?
10 feet.
Huh?
10 feet.
10 feet? Cool. So, Constitution needs to roll higher than 11. I think.
Constitution. All right.
Frostbite.
Constitution. It is an 11. So what does frostbite do?
Oh, cold damage. 8 cold damage.
Cold damage. All right.
Yeah.
That'll be your turn.
And it has disadvantage on its next weapon or attack roll.
All right. Now it's the Shambling Mound's turn, and it is going to go for Sierra. Does a 15 hit?
I'm gonna go with my armor class being 14.
Yeah, then it does hit.
Okay.
First, it's gonna do a multi attack on you.
Uh-oh.
First, it's gonna do a slam attack.
Okay.
Which the first one hits, so you take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
It's gonna do another slam attack, which hits, and you take 16 points of damage.
Okay.
And finally, it's going to engulf you, and you suddenly get tangled up on in a bunch of its vines. It starts pulling you into it. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 11.
You fail, and you are now engulfed inside the creature, and you also take an additional 13 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
You are really messed up.
Yep.
And that will be its turn.
I'm gonna keep firing away at it. So, does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll for my second attack. That's even higher because I rolled an 18 plus 7, so that also hits. So from the 2 arrows, it's going to take 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from the first shot and 11 from the second shot.
So in total, 23?
Yeah. But
Okay.
if it has any kind of damage reduction, it's to each attack, not just the 2 attacks total. And I'm going to fly up in the air. Let's see what my speed is. I'm going to fly 30 feet into the air.
All right. At this point, The shambling mound is slowly backing up because it has lost over half its health so far. Sierra, make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 11.
You do not get out, and you take 19 points of damage.
Wait, 19?
Yeah.
Oh, she's down.
Oh boy.
Wow, we lost somebody already.
Looks like that's your turn. Volan, you're up.
I am just gonna go ham and use both of my attacks and fire twice.
All right.
So the first one is 27,
That hits.
and the second one is 15.
Yeah, so, okay, both attacks hit.
So that's going to be a total of 18 points of piercing damage.
Will that be your turn?
Yep.
Flintwood.
Anyone in front of me right now?
Well, I guess unless you stood behind one of your teammates for cover, then no, it's just the
I
shambling
never
mound.
did. No. Alright then. Make a another Constitution saving throw.
All right. 7.
7. How's that? Thunderclap.
Oh shit.
And that'll be 5 points of damage. Thunder
Right.
damage.
That be your turn?
Yes.
Now it's a shambling mound's turn, and he's looking pretty rough at this point. Like some of his vines have fallen off. He's starting to lose grip on itself. It's gonna keep backing away, but it's gonna try to make a slam attack on Vulin.
Is it because I did the most damage?
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
You take 14 points of damage.
14?
And that will be its turn. Like at this point, it's like onto the bridge, which is starting to creak under its full weight. Draven, you're up.
All right. I'm going to use a spell called Hail of Arrows. In doing so, I make a ranged attack to see if it hits first.
Will it's also hit Sierra since she's engulfed by it?
No, not unless they pierce through it. So
Wait, I forgot to wait. Before you do that, Sierra, make a death saving throw.
That's right.
20.
All right, you're back up.
Okay.
All right. So yeah, Hail of Arrows, rolling for attack. The attack total was 20. Dirty 20, not natural.
That hits.
All right, so as I fire one arrow at it, that one arrow splits into several, doing an additional D10 damage on top of the regular D8. I am also using my giant strike ability. When this hits, he needs to make a Constitution save throw of 17 or better. If not, he takes an additional D4 of damage, and he cannot see any target in front of him until my next turn.
Great. 11.
No, he's blind.
Okay, and how much damage does he take total?
That's what I'm rolling now.
So a D8, a D10, and a D4?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's the D4 is thunder damage.
Okay.
He takes 12 from the arrow attack. He takes 8 more from the magical attack, and then 4 from the lightning, from the thunder strike.
So 24 total?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. All right. He's pretty effed up at this point. Like, you're starting to see more stuff come off, and Sierra's starting to, like, poke through more.
And he is completely blinded until my next turn.
And well, as it's thrashing around blind, like, he's not doing anything, but he's like thrashing around. The bridge is starting to like give under his weight. Sierra, your turn. Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 7.
You're still stuck.
Mm.
Vulin,
Do I
you're
take
up.
damage? Do I take damage or no?
Oh god, yeah, you're gonna be right back into jeez.
Yeah.
14.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
I'm gonna run up, grab Sierra, and try and pull her out.
I'm gonna say do it with disadvantage because it is flashing around since it's blind now.
Yeah.
And you're also gonna have to be. You're also gonna have to be careful since the bridge is given away.
Would that be just straight up strength, or would that be athletics?
I'm gonna say strength.
18.
Takes a little bit, but you manage to pull the wounded Sierra out. She is really looking very roughed up.
I'm gonna get her to the other side of the bridge and just set her gently beneath a tree.
As you're moving, make dexterity saving throw since the bridge is like thrashing wildly and everything.
22.
You make it. Wait, did you go back to the side with your teammates, or did you go to the other side?
The other side.
Okay. With that, are you going to turn back to go help them?
Yeah, obviously.
All right, that'll be your turn. Flintwood, you're up.
I may be neutral, but I'm not an asshole.
I believe I have a short bow. I guess I can try to use it.
Right?
Does a 6 hit?
No, it just goes into the water like pop.
That's about right.
Would that be it?
It happened the same thing happened to them. What happened to Markiplier?
All right. Will that be Flintwood's turn?
Yeah.
All right. Next is the creature, and since it's still, it cannot be blunt. It cannot fix itself until your next turn, right?
Correct.
Okay. Then I'm guessing it's freshman wildly. I'm gonna say it's gonna try to hit you with a slam attack with one of its vines. Wildly. Okay, then yeah, it misses you. It is like groaning wildly at this point, and it's like the bridge is like still very closely giving away. Yeah, that's its turn. You're up.
All right, it can see again.
Oh, he looks up just in time to see more arrows. Like, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to use my reaction to mark it with my hunter's mark, so I do an additional D4 damage to it.
Okay.
Hey, hunter mark buddies.
Right. Stop being cocked, you stupid dice.
Hunter mark sounds like a new mark persona.
I got 19 on the die to hit it. It'll take 8 damage from the arrow and 3 damage from the hunter's mark being on it.
Right. It is really close to. It is really close to falling apart at this point.
Yeah, 11 damage on my end.
Will that be your turn?
That's one attack. So for my second one, yeah, natural 20 to hit it.
So it'll be double damage.
So on just the weapon damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So 18 from the weapons damage and 3
dead.
from the mark. So yeah.
The creature. Wait, what? How did you attack it again?
Arrow to the head.
The creature lets out a big groan before its body falls apart and sloughs off into the water, being carried away.
Okay.
Bridge, you're gonna have to be very careful with the bridge because it's pretty damaged at this point. But you guys have won.
Do I need to make a death saving throw, or am I back up again?
Before you do that, I actually have healing hands.
Oh, hang on.
Ooh.
Roland, because you were distracted by preparing to head back to help them, when you turn back around, you realize something. Thog is surprisingly much thicker. Sierra is no longer there. Sierra. Make a death saving throw.
Okay.
I let out the loudest curse in Celestial you have ever heard.
It's like the scene from Family Guy when Stewie cursed in the church.
7.
You're laying there. Everything seems to close in around you as the chill mist thickens more and more. Soon, in the distance, you hear the unmistakable sound of clopping coming closer. And eventually, a massive figure comes into your view. A figure on a horse.
She looks up very weakly.
Through your blurry vision, you see a figure dismount and slowly approach you. It kneels down and places a hand on your head in an almost comforting manner. For it stands back up and unsheathes something from behind its back. As your vision fades in and out, the last thing you see for this figure brings whatever it's holding down onto you. You take notice of the fact that it has no head. The horseman has claimed its first victim.
Well, she's dead.
It was nice knowing you, Sierra.
You can still listen in if you want.
Sure, I'm gonna listen.
Heading back to the three of you and at the wrecked bridge, what are you all doing?
I'm going to go ahead and land. And try to figure out where everybody is.
Land on the side where you guys started, or the side that... okay. Flitwood, what are you doing?
Making my way across the bridge.
Are you gonna follow him, Draven?
Yeah.
Alright, you two eventually, slowly but carefully, make your way across, finally catching up with Volan, who is still looking frustrated. And you guys notice that Sierra is not there.
So, what happened to the pussycat?
Yeah.
My hunt got her. That's what happened.
I think it would have made more sense if you said my prey got her.
I could see if he's in the area for you, assuming it's something that you'd like to go after.
I'm already kneeling down next to the spot where I placed Sierra and looking for tracks.
Roll investigation.
Are we in a wooded area by chance? Like, is this considered?
Yeah, like, are we in a forest?
You guys have been in a forest the whole time.
Okay.
Yes, that is my
favorite terrain.
Yes,
mine too. So I'm going to burn the use of one of my spell slots. I'm getting rid of Disguise Self, and if the horseman is anywhere within a 6-mile radius of where I am at, I know where he is.
Well, I rolled a 19 on investigation.
Both
Raven. Wait, sorry. What were you saying, O'Malley?
I said, are they both rangers? Is that what we're doing?
Yes. We are both rangers. I'm a hunter. They're a gloomstalker.
Yeah.
I am not that.
I'm just a burb.
I'm just a cute burb.
Draven,
You're our mascot.
you
Yeah.
know that the horseman is within the range. He is within the range of your spell. He is nowhere near you.
Okay, so I actually can detect where he is, like how far away from me he is.
He is. I'm gonna say at least like close to 6 miles away, on your right.
I'm gonna tap the person nailed on the shoulder looking for tracks back. By the way, dear, that way, about 5-ish miles or so.
Hey, wait, and what? Wait, Voolan, what did you roll for the tracks?
19.
You do make out hooves of a horse leading in a direction, but not the direction that Draven pointed. Do you want to follow him?
I'm gonna trust Draven.
All right.
So,
So
shall we fly or walk?
I mean, we all have wings, so why not use them? I don't know about you guys, but I'm much more silent when I fly.
I sprout, you see me sprout like 6 spectral, like see-through wings that are kind of like this, combination of like, gold and like almost pale pink.
I'm going to fly into the air, and since I am lightly obscured, I'm going to do a stealth check to hide from anybody that may be watching.
I look over at Flint. Are you gonna come with us?
My stealth check is a 22.
You can see them in clear view now. They're black eyes and bioluminescent feathers. Kinku. They look like a kinku. If you know anything about kinkus, they don't fly.
Oh, don't worry, my dear. I can carry you.
I can only carry a light load when I fly, so I'm not doing that.
So, Mr. Owl, did you ever tell me your name? Because if so, I don't remember.
I'm not sure you can see me at the moment.
he did roll a stealth check.
Uh,
Your voice could echo through the mist again.
Okay. You hear from the mist as I'm moving around, and those who know me call me Draven.
so, tell me, I'm just like looking in random directions because I have no idea where you are. Why did you come here?
Oh, well, there's treasure to be had somewhere. Then again, looting bodies is also a form of treasure, so let's see who lives at the end of this, and whoever does, well, only one thing to do at that point, and go through your buddy's pocket for loose change.
Just know that when you loot through my pockets, I do have a list of bounties and their prize money, so feel free to do with that as you wish. I look down at Flint. So, why are you here?
Blinks. It's not picking me up, but they're just squawking.
Okay, so I'll list off some random reasons. Just repeat the one that is closely accurate to yours, okay?
Blinks twice for yes.
Blink, blink.
All right. So yeah, there's money, there's the dare, there's the satisfaction of knowing that this thing even exists. Inspiration. Sounds good. That one sounds weird, so ignore that one. Knowledge.
Satisfaction, knowledge.
So you're one of those people who don't believe it until they actually see it.
Until I actually see it.
All right. So do you even believe that the horseman exists, or
Or
okay? So you never truly believed in the horseman up until now. Me, I'm personally here just to collect. I would normally say collect his head, but considering the legend, he doesn't have one. Would it be his horse's head? Or his torso? Maybe I'll just take his whole body.
Can I make a history check to get more information on the legend?
Go ahead.
A history roll of 15 total.
What are you looking for specifically? What are you trying to remember?
I'm just trying to recall the legend of the horseman, of if his head is somewhere specific, or how he lost it, rather.
All that's known about the horseman's supposed story is he was a mercenary during a war, and his head was, of course, removed. How that happened is still a mystery. However, it is said that he made a dark deal when he died. And
Okay, so
he supposedly roams the woods, not to collect trophies, but to guard something of the one he made a deal with.
okay.
And as you guys continue flying, suddenly the horseman is no longer on your radar, Draven. He is gone.
Okay.
But as you guys are flying, you make out what looks to be the top of a building.
I'm going to go ahead and land on top of the building.
I'm gonna go there too.
Flint's just like, I guess I'm going.
They don't have a choice.
They are being carried by yours truly.
Yeah.
So wherever I go, they kind of have to come with me.
Yeah.
I look down at Flint. Should I land on the roof or on the ground?
Roof.
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 All right. So I land on the roof with Draven.
Right? From what you guys can make out in this fog, this temple kind of looks like the roof kind of resembles a mix between a temple and a mansion.
Weird architecture. Do you think the two contractors got in an argument about what to do?
That or somebody very religious lived here.
How should we get inside?
We could always break a window.
I look around for a window.
Equally tries to help.
So you're trying to look for a window?
Same. Yeah, trying to look for some way in.
Yeah, a breakable, good-sized window.
Roll investigation.
Investigation.
God damn. 8.
Nat 1! Trying to find the easiest thing to spot.
Right.
And I rolled a nat 1.
Draven?
I got a 17.
Draven, first off, Volan is just for some reason not even looking in the roof, she's looking out into the mist. Like, there's gotta be some way inside. And
you wonder how I become a hunter.
Draven, Your investigation leads you to notice there is a hole in this roof.
Hey, look, a hole.
It's pretty small, but not small enough for. But looks like it's big enough for one of you.
I look over at Flynn.
Looks at the owl and looks at self.
You know what?
I got it. I'll go in.
I was gonna say I have a crowbar. I could make the hole bigger so that we could all get through.
I also have a battle axe.
Big
I'm just
crummy.
gonna start chopping at the hole.
Oh, okay. Good. My fat ass will get stuck.
Okay, so wait. So who's going in?
No,
We all are.
We're making
just
the
making
hole
the hole
bigger.
bigger.
Oh, okay.
I mean, not gonna lie. I know the hood looks real fancy. And on the other side of the hood, it looks very bioluminescent and very pretty. Because it looks like a black cloak, but it actually isn't. It's attached to her. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. You, Volan, have guidance, and they saunter over there to Draven and equally give them guidance as well.
All right, so we all get inside the mansion.
Yeah.
What do we see?
Luckily for you guys, the mist is not present in here, so you can make out some things in the mansion, but still a
Oh,
little
boy.
dark.
What room did we stumble into?
The attic.
I'm gonna go snooping.
Roll investigation. And what are the rest of you doing?
So I'm gonna look around for anything useful.
I rolled an 18.
18.
I got a 17.
Damn, we could have had 3 18s. You guys could have won the jackpot. Pretty much all throughout this mansion is just old boxes and just debris of old antique stuff and everything. Like nothing pretty useful. Just a bunch of assorted knickknacks and doodads. You guys do find the exit out of the attic. Only thing is, it's closed.
I'm gonna
Is
kick
it
it open.
locked?
You don't know. Wait, Jared wants to kick it open. Do a strength check. And you have guidance, so you have an advantage.
Oh, okay. All right. It's 22.
You kick it open, and it actually falls open like a normal ladder, like unfolds and everything, like.
Aha.
Down, you
Huh.
can see what looks to be a hallway.
I'm gonna wait for them to climb down the steps.
No, wait, why would I do that? Just shoves them down.
Yeah. But yeah, now I believe we are all out of the attic.
Yeah.
Yes.
In this hallway, it looks pretty empty. Like aside from the occasional furniture and everything, like think of the hallway from PT.
Oh god.
Okay.
Oh, right.
Don't worry, there's no fetus baby in here.
Ew.
I'm gonna cast Fetus Deletus.
Fetus.
Fetus deletus.
Okay, anyway, guys.
Are you guys pretty much just walking down the hall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you guys walk down, taking a few twists and turns, you guys eventually make it out into What's it called in a mansion when like there's like the big like catwalk and like it connects to the various rooms and you can look down and like the stairs and everything? What's that called?
Voyeur?
Foyer, yes. You guys eventually come into the foyer, and you know how usually in mansions there's like those those armored like knights on display.
Right, the broke armor.
Instead of that, you guys see what looks to be skeletons instead.
Aha.
No, none of them are missing their heads. You can see the bottom of the mansion, like again, like places, a little bit of furniture, everything strewn around, like old rugs, things like that. A bit of debris from like old architecture falling apart.
Gotcha.
So, who wants to Scooby Doo this shit and go in different directions?
Arcana on the skeletons.
Say that again.
I'm gonna roll Arcana on the skeletons.
Go ahead.
17. I'm just wanting to know if they're magically imbibed or not.
They are still not moving, but yes, they are.
Uh,
I'm gonna
Yeah.
throw my battle axe at one.
Okay, roll to hit.
I have the throwing mastery feat, by the way, as well, so I can throw literally any weapon I have.
What are you aiming for? Yeah, you're trying to pull a horseman, or it doesn't matter.
No, I'm trying to hit one of the skeletons. It doesn't matter which one.
No, I'm just asking where. Like, you're trying to chop off the head. You're trying to go for an arm or a leg.
Or the
Yeah,
ribs?
I'm going for the head.
Okay, roll to hit.
A 22, by the way.
You chop the head clean off. It bounces to the floor, and at first nothing happens, but then it suddenly just goes, "Yo, what the fuck, man!"
I think he thought you guys were going to attack us.
That only happens if we're given the secret phrase.
What's the secret phrase?
And then across the room from one of the skeletons, you hear, "Shut up, Dill."
I just roll my eyes and keep walking.
Since they're not attacking us, but they're all sentient, and they haven't been given the command word yet, I'm just going to start rearranging the skeletons in weird positions.
They're across the various floors, so this will be fun. As he's doing that,
I'm replacing their arms and legs where they're positioned at, by the way. So if they try to chase us, they're going to be walking on their hands.
as he's doing that, where Volan is stomping away. Flint, what are you doing? Want to investigate?
I'm gonna
like,
go
investigate,
over
like, one of the
there
rooms?
to the skull on the floor.
Okay.
I'm also retrieving my axe.
I'm gonna take a closer look at the spell work.
Okay.
That'd be a nat 20.
And for what you make of it, it is this magic. Apparently, they're kind of like they're kind of like a security force of this mansion in a way, like a security system. And what you can detect from the magic.
Okay. Would I be able to change phrasing?
What do you mean?
Would I be able to change their phrase word?
It's possible, but you would need to know what the original word is, and you need to know how it. You would need to find the original caster to do it.
Problematic.
Mm.
But would I be technically able to use them as well, I wonder?
It's possible, but again, you would need to find the original caster to see how he did it. If you want, you could, as the others are doing anything else, you want to explore one of the vacant rooms, see if there's any like old notes or anything left behind.
I'm going to take the skull with me.
Okay.
I do repeat sorry. Looks at you and kind of uses your skull to kind of guide if the room is safe or not. Doesn't toss it in there. Just
like
kind
you-
of, you know.
like you go to like a room, like you're holding him out, and he's like beep 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 beep. So what? You want to go to like one of the rooms and like toss him in?
Not toss.
Bowling ball roll him?
No, just stick his head in there.
If you want, like, I guess pick a random room.
Just, see if there's any studies or notes nearby.
All right. One of the rooms you enter looks to be a old library. There are hardly any books there. Most of them appear. There are some pages strewn all about. But yeah, it does look like this place was also once an office as well. You can make out like a damaged desk.
It's looking around at notes and whatnot. So, do I roll investigation?
Yes.
24.
You come across a couple of old papers. Some are random things about like what looks to be notes and everything, like business things that have to do with the land this place used to be. Can make out someone sending a thank you letter for to someone called Serverper.
Pocket some of this stuff. Just thought you should know.
As you are looking around, what did you like set the skull down on the damaged desk or anything?
No, I have them, in my pocket.
Oh yeah, this is comfy thing. So if only I had a ghost story to read.
Pat your head. Being very nice.
As you pass by there's like a huge window by the desk. Do you want to check it out?
Look back into the hall at everybody else and kind of caw.
Like me, Gordo, no, Draven, who's in the middle of shoving like a skeleton's finger up its nose, goes, "What's up?"
What?
Volan, are you
I'm
still
a-
close by, or did you like descend the stairs?
Ah!
Yeah, I'm still close by.
All right, you both hear the caw. What do you do?
Gonna walk over and see what the hell they're calling about.
I go over towards the calling as well.
Yeah, no. I'm not gonna lie to you. Been on too many adventures to know that if you split up, you might as well be fucked. You might as well die. So, they kind of give you some paperwork that they may have found, so you can know the knowledge that I do. Basically, there's some history on the house and what the grounds used to be before the house was built, and some note that I can't seem to understand.
Get out to someone called Serverper.
Server. And that's all I know for now. I'm still investigating.
Do any of you want to check out the damaged desk or anything?
I will.
Okay.
Nat 20.
You noticed while some of the drawers may be missing or damaged, there's one that appears to still be locked.
I'm a lockpicket.
Roll sleight of hand.
19.
After
I rolled
a little bit, you unlock the door and you find something glowing, faintly glowing.
Ooh. Grab.
You hold it up, and it seems to be some kind of crystalline bauble, shifting within prismatic hues.
I take a closer look at it.
As you look at it, you seem to make out a kind of word within. You can't you can't really make out what it is.
I take a closer look.
You just shove it right into your eye.
Yeah, basically my face is pressed up against it.
What are you other two doing? You're just watching this?
Yeah.
Just watching them play with the crystal.
Suddenly, you feel the crystalline bauble pulsate. And Volan, as you look at it to investigate, you suddenly notice what the word is.
Ozric.
And right at that moment, the door to the office breaks down, and skeleton wielding 2 axes appears with a couple looking mismatched behind him.
Said she looks at the one in her pocket to see what it looks like. Yep.
Oh,
Kind of hard to hear anything though.
You don't know.
Ah, got it. At least I know the word
The
now.
skeletons all rush in. One attempts to take a swing at you, Vola. Uh, 16 hit.
Yeah.
You take 10 points of slashing damage. Flint and Bullen, make dexterity saving throws with disadvantage. You're both distracted.
Got an 18 anyway because I rolled at disadvantage because the other one was a nat 20.
17.
Vullen does a 25 hit.
Yes.
Out of nowhere, a spinal cord breaks through the window, wraps itself around your neck, and pulls you out into the mist.
I let out a scream.
Meanwhile, one of the skeletons took aim at you, Draven, with a heavy crossbow. Oh, there it is. Does a 8 hit?
No.
Okay. Before you guys start the fight, Flint, since you're the explorer, do you want to roll like a history check on what these are?
Aren't they sentinels?
Well, they're skeletons, but they're a unique kind of skeleton.
All right, I guess so. The worst roll of the night. 8.
You can't tell what kinds of skeletons these are.
No.
There are 3 to roll initiative. As that's happening, Volan. From that, as you landed on your back from that damage, along with the whip's powerful energy, you took 16 damage.
Me?
Yes. 7 of it necrotic.
Okay.
Yeah, you are now face to face with your prey.
This is going to be fun.
Right, Flint, Draven, what did you guys get for initiative?
Uh, Outside of game, would the Headless Horseman be considered undead?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Draven, you're up first.
How many skeletons are there?
3. One of them is one of those mismatched ones.
All right. Since it's the first round of combat, I get my extra attack because it only happens in the first round of combat for some reason. I'm gonna throw my battle axe at it.
Okay, roll a hit.
It's a total of 25 to hit.
That hits.
With my thrown weapon mastery feat, I can draw as many throwing weapons as I have attacks. So the next one I draw out to throw is going to be a war pick.
Mhm.
It's going at a different one, and it's a 17 to hit.
That hits, and this is the same skeleton, right?
Different skeleton.
Okay, it hits
Basically,
both.
one attack at each of the 3 skeletons.
Yeah, they're all
And
hit.
then skeleton number 3 gets a javelin thrown at it.
All right.
And that attack is a 21.
That they all hit.
Okay.
Quick question. So you said 7 points of that damage was necrotic damage, correct? That I took earlier?
Yeah.
I have resistance to necrotic, so that's halved.
You lost. Then you get. Then you regain 4 hit points.
Ah.
As Gordo was tallying up the damage, what are you doing, Volan?
I take it I'm up next?
Yep.
I'm going to sprout my wings again, get up into the air about as high as I can get, which is like 30 feet.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to fire 2 arrows. Oh, no, wait. First, I'm going to mark the Headless Horseman with my Hunter's Mark. And then attack him twice.
Okay.
The first one is 27.
Mm-hmm. That hits.
And the second is 22.
Fit.
All right. Give me a minute because this is going to take a lot of math.
And Gordo, how much damage did each of the skeletons get?
They ended up taking 10 damage each.
All right. That be your turn.
Let's see what else I can do. Can I see the horseman from my position?
No.
Okay. So yeah, that'll be the end of my turn then.
Right. And I got the damage from my attack. And that's 24 points of piercing.
For both in total.
That's both of them together. Yeah.
All right. All right. Next up is a horseman. The horseman is going to do a multi-attack on you. Make another wisdom saving throw.
$18.
You are not frightened, but you still are attacked. He attacks you with a blade, and
Since I'm up in the air, it's with disadvantage.
regardless, it's a 26 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
And then he takes out his whip does have a longer reach, and does a dirty 20 hit.
Yes.
That hits you.
My armor sucks.
You take 14 points of 14 points of damage from the sword. 4 of them is cold, and you take 18 points of damage, but 8 of it is necrotic, so only 14 points.
I'm down. I'm unconscious.
All right, and that will be his turn.
So Volan and Draven just see me fall out of the sky.
In Flint, Volan.
Yeah.
Well, only Flint did. David's not near the window. Flint, you're up. Want to try to make another history check on these things?
Yeah, I guess.
All right, I'll let you do this. Do you want to? You can use if you want. You can use guidance on this one.
18.
You now are able to remember these are called sword breaker skeletons, and they do have one vulnerability: thunder.
I will look at my partner? I guess.
Acquaintance at most.
Acquaintance at most. I figure he's stronger than me, so I should probably tell him the information and break my stupidity.
Okay.
It's just if people figure out I could talk, it's one of those, what the fuck?
Can you do sign language?
No, they can actually talk. They're not actually real for life Kinku. They just look like that because of their mixed breed. It's just, if you actually knew what a Kinku looked like, you would notice there were subtle differences. 1, she is taller than your normal Kinku. 2, her legs are even longer than a normal Kinku.
But it's essentially, at the end of the day, they're still a burb.
Yeah. They are
Okay.
still a bird, that is true, but their feathers give a better sheen.
Okay, so as a bonus action, you're gonna tell Draven about the vulnerability.
Yeah.
As she does that, I'm gonna go, wait, where's the other one?
She got yanked out of the window.
You just hear from outside, ow!
Why, that stupid Headless Horseman.
Okay, he's outside. Got it.
Yeah, he's right outside. I'm uncertain what we're going to do right now with the current situation. However, I do remember a little bit about the skeletons. Swordbreaker skeletons are very weak towards thunder.
Well, that's unfortunate. I don't have it. Well, I know I can deal thunder damage, but, well, have fun.
Yeah, I guess I should.
I will tell you this, Draven. When Volan was pulled out, they did drop the crystalline bauble.
Okay. I'm gonna shout at the would have try saying that word again.
The first skeleton is going to attempt to once again attack Raven. Does a 22 hit?
Yes.
You take 9 slashing damage.
Okay.
The second one, with the heavy crossbow, is going to take aim at you, Flint.
Okay.
That's a nat 20.
God damn it.
Wow.
You take... Oh, shit. You take... you take 9 piercing damage.
That's fair.
The other skeleton, who's all hobbling on... Who's walking on his hands and struggling to hold his axe with his feet, is going to try to throw his short axe at you. Severe disadvantage. As a nat 1!
Just kills himself. He's like, I can't live anymore.
No, like he tries to throw it at you, but it ends up twirling in the air, cuts back on his skull, and kills him.
Ooh, that's rough.
So he's out. It's your turn, Draven.
I am going to fly out the window because what I've been looking for is also out there.
Okay. Fly out.
So I'm going to attack the horseman
As you
with
doing
a.
that, as you were doing that, I'm going to say he was close to beheading Draven. He was close to beheading Volan at that point.
All right. I am hitting him with an ensnaring strike.
Okay.
It's a weapon attack spell. If the attack hits, the person is surrounded by vines that form on the center of the impact. The creature must make a strength save throw or be magically restrained by the vines that are enchanted. While restrained, the creature takes an additional 1d6 damage at the start of their turn. And I'm also marking him with my hunter's mark.
Okay. What did you roll to hit?
Hit. I got a natural 20 with a bow.
That hits, of course.
Get that damage. So yeah, he needs to make a strength save throw now,
All right.
and he has to beat a 16 or higher.
Yes, sir. Rolling on a bed is not easy.
No, not at all.
23.
Okay, so he's not ensnared at the moment. However, he will still take 12 points of piercing damage from the arrow.
Okay. Wait, is your arrow silvered?
It was considered a magical attack.
What kind of magic? Acid, cold, fire, like what?
No, it was the bow itself is treated as a magical attack for the purpose of overcoming any resistances.
Okay. Okay, I see what you mean. Okay. 12, right?
Yeah, 12 points of damage.
Okay.
As my bonus action, I am going to summon my healing spirit. I can summon it 60 feet away, so I'm putting it right next to Volan. When the spirit is summoned, it creates a 5-foot cube of healing energy. And they heal 1d6 plus my spellcasting modifier, which is my wisdom. So it'd be 1d6 plus 3 points of damage. So on that, Volan heals 9 hit points back.
And will that be your turn?
And that will be my turn, and that spirit will stay there for the next 4 turns.
Okay, Volan, you're up next.
Brave, yay! That's a 19, so that's a success.
Up to hit. Okay.
I'm rolling death saves, remember?
You've been
No,
healed.
he already healed you. You got 9 hit points.
Oh,
Yeah,
I did not
you're
know.
up conscious and have 9 hit points.
I did not. If that's so, then I am going to cast my healing hands to myself and give me an additional 5 hit points.
And as a bonus action, or are you going to end it there?
I am going to move away. I am getting out of dodge.
All right. And Flint, you're up. Want to get rid of the skeletons first?
That. I think I'm doing that.
Want to get rid of the skeletons or just run?
I'm grabbing the bauble and GTFO.
You always cast Thunderclap on them.
I could, but then I'd be still stuck in this fucking mansion alone, and I ain't about that.
No, because you could move afterwards. You have a move action after you cast a spell.
Okay, well
So you
then
can Thunderclap and then jump out the window.
well, then I'm doing this. This is gonna suck. Alright. Thunder Wave.
Yeah. Boom.
Oh,
is a
they failed.
very small
They
room.
failed. They failed.
So they all take 2d8 thunder damage and are pushed back 10 feet away from the target.
Well, it's thunder damage, so it's doubled because they're vulnerable to it.
Yeah. So 2d8 doubled.
Oh. I'm casting it at a second level, so it's 3d8.
Oh, okay.
3d8 doubled regardless.
Nice.
So that'll be 19.
In total from the roll.
Oh, do I roll twice?
You roll 3d8 and then you double it.
Oh, that's not doubled. That's the straight 19. That's not doubled yet.
38 damage.
They're vulnerable to thunder, so it's
Yeah.
double.
Yeah.
It's double.
It'll
Yeah,
be,
so 38 total.
yeah.
You destroy the room and send all of those skeletons flying in pieces.
Oops.
Baby.
At the same time,
Grabs thing, jumps out of the window.
setting out the thunder wave, you also knock the bauble out the window.
Oh, perfect.
And now it is the horseman's turn.
Right.
He is going to let out a shrill whistle. And as a bonus action, he's going to multi-attack. Both of you do a wisdom saving throw.
Both of you, there's 3 people.
Yeah, both of you do since you are in his vicinity, but he's not attacking both of you.
Wisdom?
Yeah, Draven and Volan.
Oh. 21.
21. You are good. Volan, what did you get?
I rolled a 19.
You both are fine. You're not frightened, but Volan, you take
Oh no.
a 24 to hit on the first attack, a 26 to hit on the second attack. You take 17 damage.
Yeah.
Now, for the other attack, I'm going to say this one kills you. The spinal whip wraps around your neck, and with a quick thrust, it not only breaks your neck, it decapitates you.
Well, no, you'd have to get to negative 60 in order to like straight up kill
I know.
me,
I'm just messing with you. Can I have a little fun? Yeah. The spinal whip wraps around you, and you take. Okay, no, it slashes your face. You take 16 damage, 13 because 6 of it is necrotic.
Okay.
And from that shrill,
I'm at 1.
from that shrill, a Flint. From the whistle the horseman gave, Flint, you hear galloping, and you look up just in time to see a phantom steed racing towards you, and it lifts up on its hind legs and moves to hit you with its hooves. You take...
Gaseous form.
In that form, are you completely invulnerable?
Yeah, pretty much.
Then you avoid its hooves.
Yeah, I'm pretty much. Yeah.
But it did kick the bauble away. Yeah, that'll be its turn. Raven, you're up.
All right, since it's my turn, Volan's going to heal another 7 points from the healing spirit.
I'm just being whiplashed with my health right now.
I am going to, since the ensnaring strike stuff is still there and they haven't moved, he needs to make another strength
All right.
saving throw.
Does a 21 work?
Yes. I, for my bonus action, am going to cast spell Hunter's Mark. Not the Ranger's Hunter's Mark, but the actual spell itself. So any damage dealt to him from now on, from anyone, deals an additional 1d6 damage from any source that actually damages him.
Okay.
So he's taking an additional 1d4 from my attacks, plus 1d6, and then he'll take 1d6 for being in the ensnared area, plus an additional 1d6 from the mark.
So how much in total?
Just from being in the vines, he's going to take 8 damage. I will roll for my attacks now. I got a 23 and a 22 to hit.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my giant strike on him as well. So he's going to take, from the first strike with the giant strike added onto it, it'll be 9, 10, 11, 12. It'll be 13 points of damage plus another 4 thunder. And he needs to make a Constitution saving throw from that strike.
A 17.
I am invisible to him until my next turn.
Okay, how much damage did he take in total?
From the second strike,
Like in general, like the whole thing.
that's what I'm adding up now. In total, 30 damage.
Okay. Be your turn.
Yeah. Actually, no. I'm going to use my move action this turn to hide, and that'll be it. And I got a 23 on stealth. And that'll be my turn.
All right. Next up is Volan.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm going. Since I got killed, my Hunter's Mark automatically ended. So then I'm going to re-add my Hunter's Mark. Attack twice.
Don't
First
forget to
one.
roll. Don't forget to roll the additional d6 from my spells mark being on him.
I know.
Okay.
So, alright. So the first one was a nat 20.
Ow.
Second one was a 27.
Both hit.
So the first one. And an additional 1d6 because of your thing, right? Trevin?
Right.
All right, how much in total?
38.
Okay. Will that be your turn?
Yep, that's the end of my turn.
Flint.
I can't really do much
Flint,
else.
you're up. Want to roll investigation to find the bauble?
I can probably do that only, but I cannot grab it.
Okay.
18.
18?
13.
You can't see it specifically, but to your right, you can make out its glow in the fog. Anything else you want to do? Like, is there a bonus action you can do in your gaseous form?
No. I am unable to manipulate any objects for an hour. And that in turn goes for me as, goes for everything else as well. For an hour.
Alright, then it's the horseman's turn. As an action, he is going to place something called a Death's calling on you, Volan. Need to make a charisma saving throw.
Nat 1.
Oof.
Oh.
For 1 minute, you can no longer use reactions, and on your turn, you can either use an action or a bonus action, not both. You can use your action to repeat the saving throw. In its effect, if you succeed, it'll end the effect. In addition, you need until you take a long rest. Your weapon attacks against you will score a critical hit on a roll of 90, 19, or 20, and you automatically fail death saving throws.
Okay, so it's like a amped up version of a Hexblade's Curse.
And for his second action, he is going to. Can he leave the area you placed him in, or no? Because he's not entangled, right?
He'll need to make another strength check to get out of it, but yeah. Basically, the whole time he's there, it's trying to ensnare him.
As his bonus action, he's going to do that. He's going to do the strength check.
Okay.
23. Damn.
Yeah, he gets out.
It's up to you now, Raven.
All right. Since I am invisible to him, and with the Gloomstalker's trait, since I am stealthed, anybody that relies on dark vision to see it all cannot see me. I am unsummoning my healing spirit because it did its thing. It can't do anymore. But I'm going to try to find the bauble that was there.
As this is happening, make a Constitution saving throw.
Me?
Yes.
Two.
On a 2, you are pulled into the air and surrounded by a barbed net. Until you manage to get out of it, you take a D6 damage, starting on the turn that you are ensnared. So you take 6 points of piercing damage. And to find the bauble, I rolled a 18 on either perception or investigation, because they're kind of the same number. Whatever it is I need to roll to find where the hell that bauble went to.
You can see its glow not too far from you.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do anything else for my turn, so that is my turn.
All right. Bolin, you're up.
I'm stuck in a barbed net. I can't really do much.
Hold on. It is a. Make sure I tell you the right save here so that we're doing this properly. For snare. Since you are trained, you make a dexterity save throw with disadvantage at the end of each of your turns.
Alright, so what do I do?
Right now, you're hanging in the air 3 feet. You're hanging, being restrained 3 feet above the surface in the air at the moment.
So I can try and free myself if I want to.
Yeah, you make a dexterity save throw with disadvantage to try to get out of it. Or somebody else can roll Knowledge Arcana and help you get out of it as well.
That one. Don't matter.
Right, so you'll take 3 more damage from being in the net still.
I am now unconscious again.
All right, Flint, what are you doing?
Pretty sure I'm still in my gaseous form. Last an hour. I'm not sure how long that is.
So you can pretty much do nothing but watch.
Pretty much. I know.
The horseman approaches Draven's slumped over body and takes out his axe.
Wrong person. Draven's hidden.
I'm sorry. The horseman approaches Volan's slumped over form, pulls out his axe, and in one swift motion decapitates them.
Decapitare.
And at that moment, there are only you two left. Draven, you're up.
I'm going to go fetch the bauble in a very stealthy manner.
Okay.
So my stealth check to do this is a natural 20.
All right. You succeed. He doesn't see you.
I mean, not
Yep.
like you could.
Plus, I'm gonna say
Yeah.
in your gaseous form, Flint, you are blending in, so he can't see you either.
Well, I mean,
So move action, item interaction.
It took me a while to realize. Wait, no, he can't. No, neither of them can see you, so you're kind of home free.
yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Since I have the bauble and I can't see my friends and the other person is dead and the horseman's right there, I'm just gonna disengage and fly away.
Flint, are you gonna like chase after him? Because I feel
Yeah.
like at this point it's like a race to the. I feel like at this point it's a race to the boat. Draven is bobbing and weaving through the mist, going toward the boat, and Flint is struggling to catch up. Meanwhile, the horseman is slowly following from the rear on his phantom steed. With the speed, essentially with the speed you have, I'm going to say Draven makes it back to the boat first.
Yeah.
So can I see the horse?
I'm going to say at this point, O'Malley is not too far behind you, but pretty far away. But you can't see the horse, but you can hear it.
No, I'm gonna take a blind shot at it.
Oh, okay.
It's blind fighting's with disadvantage, correct?
Yes.
Damn it. I rolled a 20 and then I rolled a 19.
That still hits it.
It needs to make a strength saving throw.
Oh, yes, sir.
The horse does.
The Phantom Steed. All right. This actually does have stats. Strength saving throw. It's a 5.
As he's chasing us, he gets thrown off his horse because it gets stopped in its tracks from an ensnaring strike.
Does it take any damage?
It takes 12 points of damage from the impact of the arrow.
Yeah, it doesn't die. It automatically dissipates, and the horseman just cartoonishly falls onto his ass.
Yeah. It's a bad horse. Keep running.
Yeah, Draven, you've made it. At this point, the ferryman is like unwrapping the boat from the dock.
Time to go, small one. Get a move on it. Rivet.
As the boat slowly is drifting further and further away, you finally emerge from at the edge of the bank, Flint, but you are too late.
They do a long trying sigh as they look at the horseman.
Who is slowly approaching from the mist.
Yeah. In fact, actually meets them halfway.
Going to meet death as though they were old friends.
Pretty much.
Horseman unsheathes his sword.
Takes the knee.
Horseman readies his sword. And your thoughts are all over in an instant as he swipes.
Yeah.
Back on the boat, Draven, you are just chilling on the table, admiring the bauble.
Yep, and I'm going to do something unexpected.
Oh?
I'm going to tie the bauble to an arrow and shoot it at the horseman.
Okay. It's lame. I don't want it.
Go away, die. I don't need you. I got a 22.
That hits him. What are you trying to do? You're trying to like break the bottle against him, or just hit him with the arrow, just to give the bauble back?
Breaking it.
don't expect you to do that with it. As it hits the horseman, a crack appears on the orb, and it explodes in a color of energy, a colorful bound of energy.
Then I'm going to kick back and relax and know that I don't have to deal with anybody anymore.
The horseman, barely wounded but still kicking, slowly gets up, looks at the damaged bauble, and lets out like a slumped over shoulder look before heading back into the mist. And that, my friends, was our spooky tale. Didn't expect the asshole to live, did you?
Yeah, I kind of did.
You're just your ghost from beyond the grave. I kind of did. Well, thank you all so much for enjoying our Halloween one shot. If you enjoyed it, we may do more of these in the future. Until next time, you all have a very good night.
Later.
Fun.
Bye. See ya.